my name is Martin. I will be talking about a small part of Ember, an add-on. We've seen add-ons. It's about the Amber CLI pagination add-on. It's built by Mike Harris in America, and it's I think it's very nice because it you can use it on the front. So if your data is not on the server, you can use the pagination function, and if it's on the server, you can also use it. So it has two ways, and if you use it on the server, it only gets the pages from the server that are current. I will only demo the front pagination here, and I will just start no PowerPoint, but just demo how you can implement the stuff. You can stop if you... Again. I'm now at step 1 from what you need to do if you want to build an application in Amber CLI. You have to do Ember new, and then my application is Meetup 5. I've already done that, and if you have done that, you get from Ember new, you get this list you see on the right of items generated for you, and they will serve your application. So if you then run Ember serve, if you can type, it will start a basic application. You can go there on your local host. As I mentioned in my last talk, you need an SSD, and it's not in my laptop. So here you see that on this item you see what Amber Serve has done. It has generated the application, and then you see welcome to Ember.js. That's for Amber CLI. That's nothing new. That's the first thing. That's the first thing you get. If you need data, I'm going to insert a front-end database Ember Pouch, and it will to do this you have to change this bunch of files. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. In your JS hint file, you have to declare the global Ember pouch and pouch variables, because otherwise you get hint errors that it's not alright. In your main app you have to load Ember pouch, because it's not made by Yoast as an add-on. In your application adapter, that's the adapter that talks to from Ember data to the pouch local database. You have to insert an adapter. It's now connected to Meetup 5 local database in my browser, and it's connected to the Blogger database I showed last time on the internet. The Irish Scouts, the Irish Scouts PouchDB is also used for NPM. It's the main route for NPM. So there's a 290 gigabyte CouchDB that's running all your NPM installs. So it's on the same server. You can also run your own CouchDB and run your own NPM module. So if you've got a lot of developers, you can get the 290 gigabyte couch on your own server and sync your NPM with that. So that if NPM goes down or you've got speed problems, you can use your own NPM. But that's just a side talk. You have to always, of course, in Ember data, you have to declare a model. So this is the model for the post in that database. A router is, of course, all you need to do. And to get Ember Pouch, you only have to do the Ember Pouch in your bower.json, and you have to do bower install. And then it crashes. That's not nice. Perhaps I can show.
You might need to restart the server.
Yeah, that's it. Of course.
If you change anything in the environment or something, if you change environment.js, it will not reload properly.
Yeah, if you install new modules, you always have to restart your server. I forgot about it. So now this data is coming from the Irish Scouts DB. It's now synced to my Meetup 5 DB in the browser. If I disconnect the internet, it will still be here. It's all the titles from that database that's online. It's not sorted by date. If you want to sort it by date, you can sort by date. So now it's sorted by date, and how that's done is by just one file. You can see my scroll. So you'll see here that on the controller you can set your properties for sorting, and it will change not the content, but a proxy for that content. And each we talked about is always iterating over that proxy. So the content is still not sorted, but the proxy in Ember is now sorted. It's a long list, so you want to have pagination. That's what my talk is about. And I will install that. But first I need Bootstrap, I think, because I think it's not nice the way it is now. And to do that you have to only do Amber CLI Bootstrap, that's an add-on. and then you're ready. So that's all you have to do to include Bootstrap in Amber CLI. There's now version 12, I think, but it's giving errors on Windows. So I'm staying with 4. I hope they will fix it. Yeah, so the output is now a little bit, you can't almost see it, but the font is different. And it's now in Bootstrap. And now I want to add pagination. That's step 5. I have to restart the server again. That's why you need to restart your server. So what I did to include pagination, I inserted in my package.json, I inserted another add-on, and on the in the template I said don't each over the proxy content that's sorted, but over the paged content. And the page content is coming from this code, the page content, and it's coming from the arranged content. That's the proxy I told you about. The normal proxy that's sorting your content is the arranged content. And if you want to maintain the same sorting, or if you use filtering, it's all in the arranged content. So now the paged array is built on the arranged content, so it's still sorted. So now pagination is in. Very easy, I don't have to do anything, as you see. You just have to include a few lines. And now you can walk through through this information. You can go faster by selecting this. This is the way Google shows pagination. You've also got pagination with where there's a first page and a last page. This module can also do that. The change for that is one flag. If you set show front last to true, it will add that to the pagination part. So now it has page 1 and page 16, and it doesn't look very nice. It means it's the way Bootstrap shows your pagination bar, but it's not always. I don't like it very much, but it works. You can also, if you say per page, if you change, if you change this to per page is 10, it will live change the items to 10, and it will make the pagination smaller. And if there is new data coming in from your backend, it also live changes all your pagination. For the last step, I added dots to pagination myself, and it's not in the main main part yet, not in the main pagination. It will be inserted, I think, I hope. I hope the internet works.
Don't you have a local cache of NPM?
Yeah, I heard
On my
it's
server.
only like 290 gigabytes.
On 290 gigabytes it can be stored on this machine because it does not have an SSD.
Actually, that would be one of the cases against it.
So for this to work, the dots, you only have to change the template for the pagination part, but that's a part what's in the Amber CLI add-on. So for this you don't have to do anything to get the dots in. But it didn't get the
install the
it didn't
normal
get
version.
I still installed the
Are you sure there's not just 10 pages we should change the group?
No, but
There's
it should add dots before and after, I guess.
yeah, the demo fails I think because but it inserts the dots.
Because there's probably like 10 per
Yeah,
page, right?
there's only 8 pages.
Oh yeah, you should do it to 5 per
If you
page.
change the per page back to 5 page, because it all just fits now, I think. But I don't know exactly what's supposed to happen.
But I still think perhaps the
Ah, there they are.
Yeah, there's your dots.
yeah there good. And if you now go halfway, it will add dots if it's not in SQL. So that was my talk for how to use pagination.
I have a question. So what you're doing there is paginating the stuff that's in the Ember data store, is that correct?
Yes.
So this works nicely with the pouch because it's all in the store, right? Or
Yes, but it also I can demo it because I don't have that kind of backend. But it
Yeah.
also works with backend stuff that it only fetches the page, the 5 items from your backend.
And do they do that based on convention, or you configure what your backend uses, what query branch your backend uses?
It's basically for one Rails application that's
Yeah, because the Ember docs default to the Rails conventions, or they specify the Rails conventions when they talk about the pagination. And I'm just curious if something like that would be work with something that doesn't have the same defaults or the defaults that the Rails has.
Yeah, I can show you perhaps the.
Let's see. Yeah, that's for Rails.
This is the backend that can be used, but it's highly flexible.
Is there like a here maybe other parameters?
Yeah, it's quite. You can do a lot. I've only showed the front end part, but
Okay, so there probably is something. If not, we can write a pull request.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Well,
the guy
process-
Mike who is building this is very helpful. If you need it for your own application, he will help you very good.
So does this add-on also support lazy loading?
No,
Like scrolling? No, it doesn't have an option for that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I don't.
I have
think
seen an add-on for that though.
Okay, no.
Another add-on.
Ah,
Yeah. I think Ember CLI Infinite Scroll or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And is it? That's changing the proxy.
No, it basically just checks whether you're scrolling down, like Facebook, you know, if you reach the end of the page, it will start loading the rest. So
yeah,
you
but that's not, you can mix them with the pagination.
No, it's either one or the other.
Mm-hmm. But you can use filter outputs to change your proxy content.
Yeah.
Other questions? Well, thank you.